Okay, we are going to take a look at the frequency of initials in chapter 19. As we know, chapter 19 is one of the initial chapters in the Quran, and chapter 19, verse 1 consists of 5 initials: Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad, or as we have it here, K-H-Y-A-S. We're going to see the relationship between these 5 initials and the mathematical structure of the Quran. In the name of God, the all gracious, the all merciful. 798 is the frequency of those 5 initials in chapter 19. 798 is equal to 19 times 42. 798 is the 658 composite, and 658 is the 538 composite. So we have 538. 538 consists of 3 numbers, 5, 3, and 8. And 5, 3, and 8 are the indices of prime 11, 5, and 19. 11 is the 5th prime, 5 is the 3rd prime, and 19 is the 8th prime. We're going to multiply those primes together. 11 times 5 times 19. As a result, we get 1045. And 1045 is the frequency of initials Hamim in chapters 41, 42, and 43. As you can see here, the total number of initials in chapter 19, that was 798, gave us a number, 1045, which ended up to be the frequency of initials Hamim in chapter 41, 42, and 43. Well, there's more to it. 1045 can be written as 55 times 19 or 19 times 55. Both ways can give us more information. Let's see what the first set of numbers given us, 55 times 19. As you can see, we have 2 sets of numbers, 55 and 19. We're going to concatenate those 2 numbers. We get 5519, which is the index of composites 6346, and 6346 is the total number of verses in the Quran. So, total number of initials in chapter 19 gave us the total number of initials in chapters 41, 42, 43, and it also gave us the total number of verses in the Quran. Let's see what the second sets of numbers given us, the 19 times 55. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to concatenate those 2 numbers. 1955, which is the 1657th composite, and 1657 in base 19 is equal to 9127 in base 10. And as we know, 9127 mathematically is telling us that chapter 9 has 127 verses and not 129. So far, total number of initials in chapter 19 gave us the total number of initials in chapters 41, 42, 43. It also gave us the total number of verses in the Quran. It also gave us the total number of verses in chapter 9. Very easy steps. Very easy mathematics to follow. There's more. Let's take a look at number 538, the one that I highlighted in green on top of the page. There's more to that number. 538 is a composite number, and the index of this composite 538 is 438. 438 is also a composite number, and the index of composite 438 is 353. And 353 is the frequency of initials Hamim in chapter 42. Okay, and there's more to it. 438. 438 prime is 3061. 3061 is the 261st Chen prime. And 261 is the frequency of initials Hamim in chapter 46. So, the frequency of initials in chapter 19 gave us the frequency of initials in chapters 41, 42, and 43. It gave us the total number of verses in the Quran. It gave us the total number of verses in chapter 9. It gave us the total number of initials in chapter 42. And it also gave us the total number of initials in chapter 46. Don't forget that God told us that this information will increase the faith of the faithful. This information was shared by Dr. Fazli. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. God bless. Peace.